So here's a little dirt road I used to live on right here. I moved here when I was 3 and then moved out when I was 15, I think. Nah, I was 14 or 15 years old. Not much has changed. All of this was here. Oh my God, that's it right there. Oh my God. I lived right here on this corner, guys. This was my house. Well, not the shed, but this itty bitty thing right here, that was my house. Hang on, let's turn around here real quick. I don't remember the address of it, but I'm shocked that it still exists. Here, we'll just park right here. Holy crap. They tore down the whole house. There wasn't much left of it. It's a pretty small little shack. There's a little sidewalk still here. A lot of bad memories in this place. This is all that's left of it. Man, it was so tiny. If you could see this, this is it. This is the whole footprint of the house. It was a 1-bedroom house, and believe it or not, we had 5 people living in it at one time. I'm gonna count paces here, or I'll just count feet. How about that? 1, 2. That's 20. The thing is basically 20 feet wide, and so the main house was 20 by 25. See what this last section is. This was the back room. This here was added on a long time after the house was built. And that's about 8 foot right there. What this was this was our back room, is what we called it. And all that was here was, it had a bathroom right here. You can see by all the plumbing and stuff, which is real old. The house originally did not have a bathroom on it. And this linoleum right here, this is to show you where the kitchen was. And I can't believe this is still the same. Look at this. Where that's cut out, I told you guys stories about, or some people that know me, I told stories about how we had a wood stove in the kitchen. Well, this would have been the kitchen, and the wood stove would have been right here. My dad took a razor knife and cut out the floor so it wouldn't melt through the floor. Man, this is crazy. I haven't been here since I was like 15 or 16 years old, and I'm 29 right now. I have never been back. But my bedroom would have been right here. It's itty bitty. I mean, hell, the kitchen. Let's see, let's count paces on the kitchen. So, 2, 4, 9, 10, 11. The kitchen was about 11 feet out of the 20 there. 11, maybe 12, I don't know. And the rest was my bedroom. It went there and then stopped somewhere right about here. Itty bitty little house, man. You know, things look a lot smaller when you're an adult than when you're a kid. And it was a real shithole too. I'm not even gonna lie. Look, the original carpet's still here. I thought my dad would have come back and tore this down or something. All the old trees are still here. This old sweet gum in the back, I climbed plenty of times. All that shit right there, it's actually on the driveway. So, in case you guys were wondering. This was our back patio. There was a back door right here, and that's what these cinder blocks are for. It's actually a cistern, and my first meal was cooked on this cistern. When we first moved in here in 1989, I remember my dad barbecuing hot dogs with a grill on top of it. It was, you know, a solid concrete slab at that time, but not no more. I bet my dad still got a bunch of shit in this garage, which he does. There's a few lawnmowers. There's a few lawnmowers in there and stuff. But when I say that back room was added on, that's because there was no, there used to be an outhouse. They tore it off. There used to be an outhouse right there on the back of that shed. You can still see some of the 2x4s nailed up there from it. But that was the outhouse. That was before this place ever had plumbing. And if you see that ring right there, there's a ring that goes around this. It was actually used as a doghouse for one of the dogs at one point in time. God, I can't believe this is still here. That's a railroad tie. It was actually used to prop up the corner of the shed because the shed was leaning at one point. I mean, look how old this place is. The house was originally built in the late 1800s, and I don't know when the back add-on here was added to it, but we used it for our laundry room, storage, and of course the little bitty bathroom back there in the corner. But you can get an idea how old it is if the bolts to bolt down the top plate square head bolts, you know. There used to be a big hole here. This is new. This was never here. I'm guessing they did some sewer updates. But yeah, this is it. This is where I grew up, this little shitty house. Just remember, if you're born poor, that's not on you. If you die poor, that's on you. You can start from absolutely nothing and make something out of it. I went from this to another piece of property. I might drive out there. But then from there, I went to being left on a curb with nothing in my name but some plastic bags. And if you can come back and do something incredible, when nobody expects it out of you, people expect you to fail when you have nothing. People expect you to continue to fail. You can take this and you can turn it into something extraordinary. I never thought, I mean, I was hoping, but I never thought that I would have the life I have today. I went and got an education, you know. Sure, it was a tech school education, but needless, it was an education. I started a career. I'm still working my way up in that, but I have a house, cars, toys, you know. It may be somebody's American dream, you know. One person's American dream isn't for everybody. But you can take something like this shithole and remind yourself every day where you came from. Never forget it. If you forget where you came from, then I say you're losing yourself. Just remember that.